me on. God, guide my feet, I do not need the distant scene. One step of momentary clarity is enough for me. There was a time I tried to guide myself. Without you, God, short-sightedly I plunged ahead until all turns were wrong. When I was obstinate, my soul was sick with fears. Pride ruled my will, and yet your mercy covers those heedless years. Your still small voice has never fooled or failed me. God, lead me on. Your faithful care sustains me as I strain toward the dawn. And with the morning comes a resurrection smile, which I now yearn to see, though grievously I lost for a while. Jesus, along the narrow, rugged pathway where once you trod, denying self, I closely follow you. Trustworthy God, pillar of cloud by day, pillar of fire by night, I persevere because I'm staying in your kindly light. That is my arrangement of an 1833 hymn entitled Lead, Kindly Light. It was written by John Henry Newman. When he wrote this hymn originally, he was very, very sick. His suffering was desperate. He was reduced to tears. In that context, he wrote this song. I have been completely captivated recently by those three words, lead, kindly, light, because God's light is in fact a kind light. John Henry Newman based this hymn on numerous scripture passages from the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 21. Israel was in the wilderness and God was leading them with a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire during the night. Psalm 43, verse 3, Psalm 119, verses 133 through 135, and from the New Testament, the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 12, where Jesus says about himself, I am the light of the world. People who join me and are so closely following me that they are in union with me will never, ever be roaming around in the darkness, but will have within themselves the light that produces life from the inside out. So the pillar of cloud, the pillar of fire, it's now inside by virtue of the indwelling Christ. I'm going to read the words of the hymn again. I did update the lyrics, and I want to read it just in case you missed some of the lyrics when I sang it. Lead, kindly light, amid the encircling gloom. God, lead me on. Shadows are long, and I am far from peace. God, lead me on. God, guide my feet. I do not need the distant scene. One step of momentary clarity is enough for me. There was a time I tried to guide myself without you, God. Short-sightedly, I plunged ahead until all turns were wrong. When I was obstinate, my soul was sick with fears. Pride ruled my will, and yet your mercy covers those heedless years. Your still small voice has never fooled or failed me. God, lead me on. Your faithful care sustains me as I strain toward the dawn. And with the morning comes a resurrection smile, which I now yearn to see, though grievously I lost for a while. Jesus, along the narrow, rugged pathway where once you trod, denying self, I closely follow you, trustworthy God. Pillar of cloud by day, pillar of fire by night, I persevere because I'm staying in your kindly light. Grace and peace.